Heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way. And have care for where you tread. Okay. There's the song.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Doesn't everybody?
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance. But never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
Can I have it?
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin.
Toya, do you remember me getting that for you in Final Fantasy 1? It was a good time. I don't know if they ever explain like why she lost it in Final Fantasy 1 though.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
I'm gonna miss that song. If you're feeling bored, you should look up the song Au Palais des Verts from Final Fantasy's Prey soundtrack. They did a vocal version of that song, and it is one of my favorites. It's so good. Howdy. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, may not have wished to risk contact with the strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across the trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago, for reasons I no longer remember. Oh, it was really impressive. I thought we were all going to make fun of him. I propose we split into two pairs. Ishtal and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Old and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth-Ast-Voth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. He certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we'd best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry. Drawing is one of those things I've never done particularly well. But I think maybe I could. I think the problem is, like, I never Never have the patience. My champ, how are you? What's that you got there, a sketch? I can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard the tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself. And with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like he was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Does sound like my man. But yeah, I've never really been patient enough for the arts. Patient enough for anything, really. Huron, man. You're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Yeah, it looks like this. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Hawkeye. Oop. Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found. I see skywatchers around sometimes. Do you actually do anything? Wise woman once said, she who does not pay heed to the skies will most surely get wet. Sound advice if you ask me. Would you like to hear what the sky tells us this fine day? Oh. You're a weather person. Okay, so it's gonna get stormy in Dravania. And it's snowy in Garlemald. Weather is currently gloomy in Mordona. Where are we going? Lost Alvath. Is there... Will a chocobo go there? No. So I gotta bring my own. I wish, like, our weather report had gloom in it. It would be so fitting sometimes. If gloom was actually a weather that just happened sometimes. I imagine it's fairly purple. Gloomy weather. I guess we do have gloomy weather, but it's just, you know, gray, kind of boring. As long as the weather's nice and cool, I appreciate it. I'll take a gloomy summer day over a sunny one. Especially now that I live in what I consider the Deep South. Just go to Seattle? Yeah. Seattle's more the weather I would like, I think. It's on the beach, so, like, I never know what the temperature of coastal cities ever is actually gonna be. Like in Montana, you know what the weather is because it's, you know, latitude based. You're just like, oh, it's there, so it's going to be cold. But in Seattle, they could be getting like wind from the south or the north. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no one chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. Speaking of Seattle weather, did you see that over their heads? So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came from Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with a Vath, you should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Krile, quite right.